Welcome to Think Tech Radio, broadcasting from 760 AM. You're listening to 1013's The Creative Drive, where we discuss the topics and issues affecting the creative media industries in Hawaii. And I'm your host, Jason Sewell-Paia of 1013, Hawaii's first integrated production and branding company. With me always is Dave Ciano.
Hi, everybody.
Today we're talking with Emmy-nominated executive producer and director on Breaking Bad, Michelle MacLaren. Welcome, Michelle. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. Well, I'm fortunate enough to be in Hawaii right now, directing an episode of DreamWorks' new show, The River, and which is supposedly in the Amazon, but we are shooting in Hawaii. And I've spent many years in Hawaii because I'm originally from Vancouver, Canada, and we tend to spend we vacation here. And my parents live part of the year on Maui, so I'm very familiar with Hawaii. I love it, and I'm very honored to be here working. I can't talk too much about it. I can tell you from a directing point of view, it's different stylistically from anything I've ever done, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say why, but every director that I've talked to and the crew and the DP all feel the same way, in that it's all being told from the point of view of a documentary film crew, and so we have to always imagine that where the documentary cameras are going to be and what they're going to see, and that's a completely different way for me to approach filmmaking, and it's a wonderful challenge. It's really cool. It's really exciting, and I think that they are on the river, that they're creating a really interesting new style of storytelling, which I hope people are going to love. In my humble opinion, the number one thing for outside production, of course, is tax incentives, and that's where I'm a producer as well on some shows. And when we are looking for a location, that of course, and especially in today's economy, it plays a major role in it, because it'll save costs and allows our dollar to go further, and it's all about getting the money on the screen. So that's a really big, important thing to consider. And then the next thing is location. Location. So if somebody wants to come and get the gorgeous beaches and everything, that's great. You're going to have that. But if your show needs other things as well, which they often do, you've got that as well. When you're directing something, for me, it is all-consuming. You're doing homework. On the weekends, you're figuring out how you're going to shoot it, make up a shot list. I like to be very prepared when I go in, and I always say you have to be very prepared, and then you have to be prepared to throw your prep out and be very flexible to what's going to happen on the day.
Absolutely.
But I want to go in knowing how I want to tell the story, what the story is that I'm telling, where I want to put the cameras, and all that kind of stuff, because you're going to get thrown so many curveballs on the day. You want to be as prepared as possible. Well, I think, and I'm going to contradict myself a little bit here in one area. When I started in the business, we didn't have the technology that you do today, that where young kids, it wasn't as easy to go out and make films. So I do think it's really important for young filmmakers to get on film sets and be a production assistant and observe and work in different areas. But I also say to them, go out and make a movie. Go out and make movies. And when I first moved to Los Angeles, and I was in my mid-20s, and I lived with a couple of other filmmakers, and we used to make these movies, these home movies. They were horrible, and we used to cut them on a linear system. I mean, it was just painful beyond belief. But it was great. It was great progress, and we were storytelling. And so I really stress a lot that for young filmmakers, with today's technology, go out and make movies, make films, but at the same time, get on a film set, or work in a department, an art department, or something that interests you, and get exposure to as much of the industry as you can.
That's it for tonight. Thank you for listening to The Creative Drive. We hope to continue talking about what's affecting the creative media industries in Hawaii. This is Jason Sewell-Paia and David Ciano.
Keep listening, people.
We'd like to thank our guest, Michelle MacLaren, one last time, and we're broadcasting live. Thank you very much, Michelle. We're broadcasting live from 760 AM. We hope you join us next time. Have a great night. Aloha.
Aloha.